What is going on out there, peeps? All right, look, I took a day off. I had to go take care of some personal stuff real quick, but yes, I am back. And while I was away, I was looking at some articles, kind of going over what's going on in the world of the yellow precious metal. And once again, I'm going to show you guys why it is you should not listen to what the pros do. And I'm talking about Wall Street, by the way, because there are pros out there who are at least pretty open and transparent. But I'm noticing a trend because when I had a couple minutes to watch some news, I was listening to some people talk about the gold market. And I'm going to explain to you what I'm talking about and why we need to be careful about what they say versus what they do. Everybody, we know we got Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. In here, we do talk about gold and silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as other foreign currency investment opportunities. Over here, we have the hidden things in front of your eyes. And here we do talk about NESARA, GESARA, current events, news, political stuff, and things that most people might consider a conspiracy. Also, just a quick reminder, if you are going to go buy some precious metals, please go check out our friends Money Metals Exchange. I will leave their link in the description. Come on by. If you're a first-time buyer there and you buy more than $100 worth of precious metals, please put in the promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. So, I'm listening to and I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel, but Arcadia Economics. And he's pointing out something. He did a good job covering it real quick. He's pointing out people like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs and them, telling people that this rush on gold is over. Telling everybody, don't worry about it. That's as far as it's going to go as far as a bull run is concerned. Two things about that. One, I told you what had happened is they're going to try to find a way, in my opinion, to kind of pull back a little bit on the rising price of gold and silver. But I felt in my heart that it was going to be hard for them to do because people are getting wise to these precious metals right now and are starting to store up on them. And it's not just here in the United States. This is worldwide. Everybody can see the writing on the wall. And I told you the difference between now and in the past is a couple of things. Those are the crashes where we see jumps in both gold and silver, and then the gold and silver price came back just a little bit, is whenever we've seen one kind of economic bubble or another bust, and it causes some kind of hit in the economy. What we're seeing now isn't just one bubble. There are a ton of bubbles getting ready to bust. And like in the past, it was just something that happened in our country. This is worldwide. Not to mention the fact that we're already going into a global currency reset, and we're actually going into an economical worldwide crisis. They're trying to push us into what's called the Great Reset, which is a one world order. Yes, it is a one world socialist economy. They want everybody to have a level playing field according to them, but do not fall for that and do not go 100% digital. Fight that with everything you got. Okay, so having said that, people are catching the news quicker. They're sharing the news much quicker. I want to thank a lot of you guys. I was talking to a friend of mine, and on her profile, somebody had shared one of my gold and silver videos. It's funny. I didn't realize they were friends. But anyways, I do appreciate that you guys are sharing information, try to get out there. And I do understand that you're going to run into some family members that no matter what you tell them, they just aren't going to get wise. And guess who's going to be coming around with their hand out to those individuals who were smart enough to jump on this gravy train? Okay. So anyways, here we go. This gentleman from Arcadia is talking to another gentleman. What he said is funny because JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs and them came on the particular Sunday morning, or weekly Friday money shows and told everybody that this run on gold and silver is at its highest peak. That's it. Don't worry about it. They don't need to worry about it. Stay away from gold and silver because it's going to go back down. And I was expecting them to find a way to knock the money down, but they didn't. Anyways, you turn around and you go see what they did. They purchased contracts. So they tell you not to go buy gold and silver. And what do? They turn around and buy tons of it. They literally turn, and just as soon as they told everybody not to buy it, they've been buying contract after contract and buying more gold. So this is what I'm talking about. We don't want to listen to what these guys say. We want to see what they do. And this is exactly what happened. So JP Morgan, they got one of the largest, if not the largest, they're holders of silver. They manipulate the price. They've been nailed several times for it. I just think some people need to be thrown in jail to discourage this kind of stuff. They know they could get away with it, and they continue to do it over and over. So I think if there's going to be a confiscation, they should start at the top, like with these people here, before they go come and look at us small people. But nonetheless, this gentleman here is explaining how hypocritical they are. These people, they write these articles, they have these so-called pros come out, and they have these other experts come out on these shows and telling people to stay away from precious metals, and then they turn around and they purchase a ton of them. So you see, we have to watch what they're doing, not what they're saying, okay? So another thing that's happening is there's such a huge move on gold and silver, especially silver, that it's causing those banks who are putting what's called stops on them. They're selling shorts. In other words, they're saying that the price won't go up any longer. And because they're doing that, when the price does go up, they lose money. And they've been losing hundreds of millions of dollars. So if you guys just keep buying and buying and buying, what we could do is cause them to lose more and more money, which is fine. Break the banks. They've been screwing us for years. All right. So nonetheless, what happens is we don't fall for this. We keep pushing the price up. They keep trying to figure out a way to bring it down. We keep pushing it up. And I want you guys to keep trucking away. Do what you keep doing. I found people come up with some very, very creative ways to get gold and silver. I had this lady talking about now she's doing professional resumes. She charges like $20 each. You know what I mean? That's a slick. Some of you guys have talents, whether it's painting somebody a portrait, do drawings. You know what I mean? Stop cigarettes, stop coffee. And I was listening to all these different ideas. Well, not listening, reading about them. And I thought, man, that is really slick. You know what I mean? If there's a will, there is a way. And you don't stop. You keep doing what you're supposed to do and keep finding a way to stack up on gold and silver, okay? Some of you guys are procrastinating, and it's going to come back and bite you in the boo-boo. Look at this. Another article. This one from Epoch Times. New dollar backed by gold coming this October. This one just came out the other day while I was on the road. So look at them. It's basically the wording is very much same to the other one I showed you with Donald Trump in there. It goes on to say that, Trump, when capitalism in its purest form, unmanipulating, does its job. It really does. So look at this. Capitalism has a natural way of resetting itself. Markets reward winners and punish losers. Losing businesses restructure, finding a better angle to compete. Or else they go bankrupt. The business owners hopefully wising up not to fall into complete ruins, start over and re-enter the market wiser and more competitive than before. At least that's the idea. And that's how capitalism works. But when you have corrupt people in power and corrupt politicians that can easily be bribed and can care less about you and care more about their own pockets, then this is not true capitalism. And then they want to turn around and tell us that capitalism is bad. No, they use the Fed to manipulate the markets. If an entire economy goes mismanaged, then the same austere consequences that may befall a single company also befall the economy. This is unless a governing body intervenes. See that? Deviating from the natural course of capitalism is proper. This latter routine is the Federal Reserve has done for decades and continues to do so to this day. So you have big major corporations working hand in hand with the bankers who are also bed buddies with your politicians, and they turn around and they have their other great friends, which is the media. That's a vicious circles of people who are not there for our well-being. They care more about themselves. So each one uses the other to manipulate the markets. The Federal Reserve pushes politicians to manipulate policies. They turn around, the politicians then use the media to do the same thing. It pushes stupid false agenda. And then it's pushed on the American people. So, anyways, this goes back in to talk about the same thing. Look, the SDR basket and how we're going to be having this meeting. It's coming up here in October. And it's a strong consensus that we're going to pull out of this SDR basket and essentially ending ourselves as the federal or the reserve dollar of the world. And it does talk about the same thing. It talks about the falling of the value of the American dollar and how much it's going to drop. But you have to understand and you have to believe that if Trump is going to actually do this, if he's actually going to pull us out of this SDR basket, causing our dollar to drop in value somewhere between 40 and 80% against the other currencies of the world, you have to believe then he already has another plan to transfer the wealth into our hands, or else he would not even win re-election, no matter how great of a president he is. That one move alone could jeopardize everything. So it only makes sense that he's going to do this. The new dollar would be pegged to gold, possibly at the modest starting point of $10,000 or even higher. That's an ounce. So what does that mean for us gold and silver holders? You know what that means. If you're holding gold and silver, the values are going to be reset. And I have a feeling that even though he doesn't have a way to get our government to reset or put us into the gold standard, if Trump can just reset the values of gold and silver to start with, and that it should go up in increments, pretty large increments over a short period of time, he is going to win re-election. He's going to get what he requests, because a lot of people in America are going to be very happy and have a lot of money in their pockets, all right? So let's keep an eye on this. This is the second article now talking about, and it's pretty much worded the same. The new dollar backed by gold coming this October. See, you guys? So keep stocking up. You keep doing it. You guys find a way. I don't care what you need to do. If you can't afford gold, go to the poor man's gold, which is silver. It's so much more affordable and always outperforms gold. All right, you guys? So look at gold's still up there in the 1900 mark. It's being supportive. Silver's still at 24.5. Come on over, you guys, to money markets. Money metals. Money metals. The link is in the description. There are friends that have been working with us for quite some time and have sold a ton of you guys a bunch of precious metal, and I love it. Their customer service is outstanding. I'm very happy about them, and I want you to come experience it for yourself. So come on over. The link is in the description. You guys, we have a little time. I don't want you to panic, but I'm curious to see what's going to be happening over these next couple of months. I think you're going to see the stage set for this to happen, and I'm hoping that you're able to somehow find a way to take advantage of this and be aboard for this ride. All right, you guys? All right, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. I'll catch you later. Bye.